Hey, Shalom, Akiam. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rachakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy, salutations, and love unto you, Akim, that are doing the work of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to you sisters that are listening and learning, man, okay? So I came across this video through the brother of war in Winnipeg, and I wanted to do a video on it because as this lady is going to explain, okay, showing you the wickedness of Esau and what this man is really about, okay, as he roams throughout the four corners of the earth, man, okay? We are living in the last days, and the scripture says that that wicked man shall be revealed, and that wicked man is these Edomites, okay, the nation, okay, and the children of Esau, okay. Esau is Edom, okay. And so in these last days, in the book of Job chapter 9:24, says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked man, okay. So now these are just basic scriptures showing you who the wicked is, but then you have people who believe that the Arabs are the Edomites, man, okay. If you believe that, then you're completely bugged out, okay, because the so-called white men are the Edomites. As you see everything that's happening, okay, they're linking everything that you say against the so-called Jews to anti-Semitism, man, okay, which doesn't make any sense at all when you really look at what these celebrities are saying, okay, which, you know, a lot of them are afraid to fully come out. But anyways, you know, that's not the topic. What this video is going to show you is the pedophilia ring, you know, that's happening, what this man is really about, okay. He is into bestiality. He's into some vile, wicked abominations, man. And the scriptures tell you that if you commit these acts, you should surely be put to death. And so first and foremost, before I play this video, I want to bring out a few scriptures here. First scripture that I want to bring out is in the book of 2nd Ezra, okay, chapter 4. I'll start from verse 29. It says, "If there that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place wherein the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." So telling you that the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Shai will not come until this man is taken out the way, man. Okay, because you cannot have the kingdom of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai while Esau is ruling. That's not gonna work, man. Okay, that's, you know, that's a contradiction. Okay, so that which is evil must be taken out the way before that which is sown with good can come. Okay, that's what the scripture is saying. And so we are living at the last days, okay, at the very last seconds, and that which is evil is eventually, very soon here, going to be taken out the way when Yahweh Bashim Shai returns. Okay, when the Lord gives the power to his elect men to destroy and to take down Esau, man. Okay, the truth itself is making this place crumble, as we see on a daily basis, man. 2020, okay, has been a hell of a year, and it's not even done yet, you know. And so it says, verse 30, "For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time." That's right, man. So telling you, okay, that back then, okay, with Adam and Eve, they went off, okay. So imagine how much more wickedness, okay, has flourished throughout the four corners of the earth today, as we're living in the last days. The Lord is saving the best for last, okay. What happened in the time of Noah is not going to be compared to what's going to happen with the destruction of Esau's kingdom, okay. And it says, "And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come?" Okay. The next scripture that I want to bring, which goes directly into this video, okay, in which I'm about to play very soon, is in the book of Leviticus, you know, going back to the law. The book of Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15, okay, straight to the point. It says, "And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast." Okay, because in the video she's going to talk about how that these pedophiles are into bestiality, okay. They're into having sexual intercourse with little boys, little girls, and bestiality, man, okay. the few verses above, verse 13, it says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They should surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, man. Okay? So telling you, homosexuals are to be put to death, man. That's according to the scriptures. These are not my words. These are the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and I completely agree with it, man. Because what it brings forth is diseases, wickedness, okay? It also brings forth death. When you really think about it, if you put a group of homosexuals in one land, give them one generation, they'll all die, man. So it's not pro-life. It's actually against what the Lord Yahweh Shemashai hath created. And he said, what? Multiply and be fruitful. That's why the Lord created a man and a woman. Okay? Just like how they say that, you know, the Lord did not create Adam and Steve. He created Adam and Eve. Okay? But you have what? People who like to create their own righteousness. And that's the next scripture that I want to bring up. This is in the book of Romans chapter 10 verse 3. It says, for they, being ignorant of Yahweh Bashim righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. So showing you, okay, you got people who are complaining about, you know, the earth is dying, etc. It's because the rulers of this world have went on to establish their own righteousness, man. They've completely denied the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai. And hence why you have diseases, you have death all over the earth. Okay, Esau wants to play the role of Yahweh Bashim Shai, but he continues to fail over and over and over. Okay, and so he must be taken out the way. Hence why the scripture says what? That when the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice, man. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's what you see throughout the four corners of the earth, man. People are mourning. People are tired. You have a lot of people who are committing suicide, man. Okay, so that alone is showing you who are ruling the earth today. And that is the so-called white man. This goddamn devils, man. Okay, the book of Job chapter 9 verse 24, man. It says this. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he, man? The point is that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. The Lord is allowing Esau to rule right now, because once we get into the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, once power is transferred, okay, and Esau goes into slavery for 1,000 years, he will be exterminated, man. Read the book of Obadiah, okay, verse 18. It explains that clearly, okay. So the Lord is allowing Esau to have his moment, and that's it. But when you really think about it, okay, he's only been ruling for just, you know, a few days, not even. Because 1,000 years here, okay, is one day, you know, to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, you know. So Esau, you know, has only been ruling, you know, not for that long, man. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna play this video. Here you go.
So I'm here today because I'm a mama and I have two baby girls. Well, they're not babies, but I think they are. James and Inez, and they are my world. And I would do anything to protect them. I would literally die for them without a moment's thought. And for those of you who have children, I think you know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you think of what you would do for your child, I don't think there's anything you wouldn't ask of yourself. So it got me thinking, you know, what is the value of a single child's life? And what is the value of a child's life who isn't our own? Like, what is her little life worth, or his little life worth, you know? And the sexual exploitation of children is something that isn't happening rarely. It's not happening worlds away. It's happening right here and right now. So to show you guys that, while I'm talking, there's a map right here. And if you guys look up at this map, every time a dot shows up, is it live? What's happening? Oh, there you go. There you go. Now they have it live. So every time a dot shows up, that is someone that's trading or viewing child pornography right now as we speak. So that's how prevalent this is. And I didn't really know what child pornography was. You know, we all sort of have an idea of it, and I was afraid to ask as a mother, you know, because it would be very painful to hear. And I felt like I had to ask, though, and I feel like I have to share it with you guys now. And it is disturbing, and I want to warn you, but I feel it's my responsibility to tell you guys because it is the truth, and I believe if we all knew this, we would dedicate much more of ourselves to stopping it. So when I asked what child pornography entailed, yes, it's nude images of boys and girls under the age of 18. But now, because of high-speed internet, it's also videos very prominently. And videos of kids, and by kids I mean prepubescent, visibly prepubescent. And they make the distinction because of the internet and there's so much content. Because of the internet and there's so much content, these pedophiles are desensitized. Because of that, the kids are getting younger and the content is getting that much more devastating. So when this law enforcement officer told me this, I asked him how young are the young kids he's seeing, and he told me infants. And I have a 6-month-old baby. So I said, what does that mean? You know, like what does an infant mean? And he said, with the umbilical cord still attached. I know it's so devastating to hear this, and I'm really sorry to share this, but I'm grateful that you guys are listening because this is actually happening, and it's important that we know this and that it resonates with us so that we think about this in our days and in our personal life. So I asked them what happens in these videos, and you know, unspeakable things happen, but I'm again going to speak about them because I feel like if these kids are experiencing this, the least that they deserve is for us to hear what is actually happening to them. So no, it's not just touching. There is penetration. There is extreme torture and bondage. There is bestiality, which is having an animal penetrate the child or infant. There is incest. I mean, they said you think of it, anything you could think of, it's out there and it's being traded. And it's 30 to 50 million files a day being traded that we know of. I mean, you can see what's happening right now. And this is happening to any child and every child. 90% of children know their abusers. So, our children are at risk. You may know this person. It may be a doctor. It may be a coach. I thought that people that were working with children were people that wanted to protect them. But oftentimes these people who have this propensity for wanting to lure children, and they find out a profession that gives them access to children and lots of them. And ideal victims are young children because they can't speak up. And they don't make great witnesses. If they do, only 10% of children actually do speak up once they've been abused. So what's incredible about the Child Rescue Coalition is that they are proactive. They don't wait for these children to speak up. They can identify these pedophiles. They can see the IP address that's trading this child pornography. They don't know, there's no privacy issues, there's no big brothering. They see the IP address of who's trading these files, and they give that to law enforcement. And the trading of these files is a felony. So law enforcement can knock on that person's door and see if that person has access to a child, because the average abuser abuses between 50 and 100 children in their lifetime, per person, per abuser. And the average person that views child pornography, between 55 and 90% of people viewing it are actually hands-on abusers or will become abusers. And you think that sounds like a lot, 50 to 100, maybe that's unrealistic, but the kids age out of the age that they stay silent, or they age out of the sexual preference of the predator. And I was told the story of an oncologist, a pediatric oncologist who was raping his children with cancer by the hundreds. And there was a nurse who was working with children with mental and physical disabilities. And when he was caught, they asked him how many children he abused. And he looked outside the window at the snow and said, "How many snowflakes are there outside?" So this is so prevalent, and I want you guys to know this, and I want it to resonate with you, and I want you to see that the Child Rescue Coalition in just 3 years has found 9,000 predators so far. They have saved 2,000 children. Amazing. And yes, they need donations. That's great, because then they can continue to make this tool free for law enforcement. But they also really need introductions, which is why I've been talking for way too long, and I'm very aware of that, and I'm sorry. But you guys are all very important and well-connected people. So this is my time to tell you, they need introductions. They need introductions to big companies. So for example, let's say, because they have the IP address of all of these predators, they could give the IP address over to care.com or Uber. And if that person is filing for an application to work at this company to become a nanny or a driver, they're immediately rejected because they've traded child pornography. Or if Comcast wants to receive their list of IP addresses, or any big internet service provider, they can block that content from being shared because they know what those files are. There are no privacy issues. They just block that illegal content. So why the hell are we not doing this? It makes no sense. We have to make these introductions. We have to help these kids. It doesn't infringe on anything legally. So I just encourage you, table 17, we have flyers with a list of companies that need introductions. So thank you to Carly Eust, who's here, the founder and CEO of the Child Rescue Coalition. She is the real hero.
Anyways, man, there you have it. Esau getting exposed, man, and showing you his wickedness. Okay, and until Yahweh Shemashah returns, man, this man is gonna go crazier and crazy, man. Okay, and so with that, I pray that you brothers were edified. And until next time, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakha Kudash, Barakatam, Shalom.